Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're back with some more LEC off-season discussion, the latest and greatest rumors, news, speculation, all of that good stuff going on in the professional League of Legends scene. Again, today we're more specifically talking about Europe, and today's the day. Free agency started yesterday and yesterday there's going to be a ton more huge news and stories dropping all day long. Obviously yesterday we got some huge bombs, most of them coming out of North America, but some pretty good stuff in the EU as well. Some teams starting to round out their rosters. But we're still waiting on some of the biggest news. Rekkles is one of the biggest, he's the biggest free agent still left, especially in the West. We're waiting on what he's going to do. Is he going to stay with Fnatic? Is he going to G2? If he goes to G2, that's going to shake up things a ton. And even if he stays with Fnatic, then G2 has a very, very big opening in the AD carry position that they are going to need to fill. So in this video today, we're just going to be talking about the latest rumors and everything going on with Rekkles, going on with G2, because nothing's official yet. It's crazy that we didn't hear anything last night. I know so many people were staying up late, especially over in Europe, just to hear some Rekkles news, just to hear some G2 news, and we got nothing. So, but today we have maybe some little updates and stuff, some stuff that might make you feel a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse, depending on who you are. So, Wooloo tweeted out, still no agreement for Rekkles, ZZZZZ, that was this morning, so this was like 6 a.m. for me, for like 4 hours ago, still no Rekkles news, which sucks, but what he does have for us is that G2 is being seriously considered, because a lot of people were saying, oh, Rekkles just didn't sign with Fnatic because he's trying to negotiate, he's trying to, get a better offer with Fnatic, he's trying to be like, oh, I might go to G2, so then, or he might want to see like, oh, G2 will pay me this much, so Fnatic, you better pay me a little bit more. Obviously, there were some people saying that could be happening, and it could be happening. That would be a great negotiating tactic by him. Obviously, it's something that a lot of people do, but Wooloo is saying that he has heard from his sources that G2 is actually seriously being considered. It's not just a test for agency. It's not just for negotiating purposes. Again, there's really no way for us to know if that's true or not, but that's just at least what he is hearing. And that's pretty interesting because, again, it makes a lot of sense for Rekkles because it seems like Fnatic is kind of struggling for money. They're doing a lot of like fundraising and stuff right now. They're having a lot of weird sponsorships and stuff going on. And Europe just doesn't pay the most in general. So, G2 has a lot of money now. Obviously, they just got this huge buyout for perks. They could throw a massive amount of salary at Rekkles. And if G2 is willing to spend more than Fnatic, probably because they have more money, that's my guess at least, and be a better team than Fnatic, then it makes a ton of sense why Rekkles would at least seriously consider them. At that point, the only thing about Fnatic would be that he's been with them so long that's where all his friends are, that's where his teammates are, that's the place that he grew up, that's the place that he knows so well, if he wants to be super, super loyal. But again, Rekkles has already left Fnatic once, and that's kind of good and bad for G2 fans. One, because he has left before, so maybe he'll leave again, but last time he left, it did not go very, very well, so he has to have kind of a sour taste in his mouth about leaving. Obviously, when he went to Alliance, that super team or whatever didn't really work out, but this situation with G2 has to be so different. This is just one player coming into an already established team. Rekkles and Caps have obviously played together before. I don't think this would end up like Alliance at all. I think this G2 would be a serious world championship contender. So I think it would be really crazy. Rekkles is a guy who has just an insane competitive spirit, insane competitive drive. He wants to win, and G2 is undoubtedly his best opportunity. If he stays with Fnatic, it is not to try and win worlds. It is because of loyalty and maybe because of money if they can offer him the best salary. But right now, G2 is clearly head and shoulders above Fnatic in terms of being a team to win a championship. Yes, Fnatic is very good, and they'll probably perform well domestically. They'll probably perform well on the world stage. They had top all the way down, to an elimination game. They almost were a top 4 team at Worlds last year, but they weren't. And now they're getting Nisqy in the mid lane. That's not really a world championship caliber mid laner. Maybe Nisqy and Selfmade are able to work really, really well together and able to take that next step. But I still don't think anybody's really putting them ahead of G2. Hylissang and Whippo are obviously really, really nice pieces. And Rekkles and Hylissang together look insane at this most recent Worlds. But it's not like Rekkles and Mickey wouldn't do well together. They're very good friends. They duo together all the time. They have insane synergy as well. And they're just a very, very good team. And then, yeah, Caps, you have one of the best mid laners in the entire world. Jankos and Wunder are obviously world-class caliber players as well. It makes sense why Rekkles would be considering this. I don't know if this means that he's leaving for sure, but again, a couple weeks ago, it sounded insane that Rekkles could possibly go to G2, but now it seems like with every day that passes, it gets a little more likely, because Jacob Wolf himself said he thought it was very interesting that Rekkles did not sign an extension when Hylissang did. They brought in Nisqy, they brought Hylissang back, so where's the extension from Rekkles? If he's not signing now, what is he waiting for? And that's a great question. What is he waiting for? Why has he not signed with Fnatic yet? If he's coming back, they have the rest of the roster in place. They have everything ready to go for him. Why not? Luckily, though, even if Rekkles leaves, they're going to end up okay. They're going to have either like Upset, Crownshot, potentially even Hansama. There is a ton of AD carry options available for Fnatic. Obviously, none on the level of just pedigree, notoriety, popularity, brand of Rekkles, but they would still be a very, very solid team. Same thing with G2. If they don't get Rekkles, they're going to be okay. Upset, Crownshot, potentially even Hansama. Those are all options out there. They're going to be okay as well, but obviously Rekkles is the main guy that everybody wants. And then Wulu also tweeted out, Fnatic is trying to keep Rekkles with a huge deal, including a long-term future with the org. Who knows if that means like a high-paying coaching position, a management position, or even some stake in the company and the brand and stuff. I don't know. That'd be crazy, like something like TSM did with Bjergsen. But they are saying he has 3 days max to decide. So we are going to be finding out about this news one way or another very, very soon. He tweeted this on the 16th. So by November 19th, it sounds like we're going to know where Rekkles is going. Hopefully sooner, but worst case scenario, it should be by the 19th. And like he says, if G2 doesn't get Rekkles, Upset and Crownshot are still options. But Wulu believes that Rekkles has 3 days to accept Fnatic's offer, and then they might be ready to move on, which would be pretty crazy as well. Also, there's weak rumors that Upset could be going to Schalke if he doesn't end up on Fnatic or G2, so if you're interested about Upset, there's that information for you. But yeah, pretty much this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it, leave a comment down below. Where do you think Rekkles is going to go? Is it going to be G2? Is it going to be Fnatic? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions, because like I said, at one point G2 sounded crazy, but it's starting to sound less and less crazy to me every day. I'm really talking myself into it. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Check me out over at Twitch, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. $25 RP giveaway. Going to be first link in the description below if you enter that. Best of luck to you. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.